Aries, general reading rules could be reversed, may not resonate. Shamrock Tarot. I think I was pretty fair and blunt in your last reading. It's not my fault that you're slow and you do drugs. And you think your energy you can just harvest off of whoever you want. That's not how that works. He didn't agree to anything. He never sold his soul to the devil. Just because you were playing a game with him for a certain amount of time, game over. He quit and walked away. Okay, anybody, you're not a witch's cove. It doesn't even matter. Okay, what does sacrificing little tiny kittens? What kind of powers do you think you're going to get from that? He's gone. He stayed for the duration that he had to. Your baby's not a bastard, and that's it. End of story. Life goes on. The whole reason why all yins were down there is because of you. So the other kids are none of your business. You have your own kids and your own family that you're at risk of losing. So I would get your priorities straight if I were you. There are questions that I have, and you will not be moving forward to your final destination until I have these questions answered. So however long that takes, you are down in the wasteland, we call that. Yes, you want to do all these spell works and steal people's essence and their beauty and their fragrances, and now it's all backfired on you. Eventually it was going to end. I mean, what made you think that you had endless amounts of negative energy, or that you could just steal energy from people forever? I mean, what do you think churches are for? Anybody can walk away from a marriage, especially in Pennsylvania, whenever they want, okay? We're an at-will state. Well, before you sign a contract with the big heads, maybe you should do some research. Do you know how to read? Did you finish high school? I mean, it is a requirement, and it's provided for free all the way up until the age of 12. Indians also get to go to a 2-year college for free, okay? So there's no excuses. We have classes for people with learning disabilities, all kinds of stuff for all you to graduate and be respectable adults to function in the society. He doesn't need to give you an excuse. What did I just say? This is an at-will state. You do not need an excuse to divorce somebody. So when Yins broke up, okay, the first breakup around June, that's what the courts are going by. So you're already at 6 months of separation. It doesn't matter. You can separate together. Doesn't matter. You don't write the laws, okay? You try to get back like everybody else does. Everybody does that, okay? Everybody tries and saves their marriage, goes on, to amusement parks or goes on quick vacations, whatever, tries to have sex again. Everybody does that, okay? It doesn't mean anything. That means that that's your final straw, okay? So the separation's going back to 6 months, which would be around June. Let's see. Well, you're considered an unfit parent. You sell food stamps for drugs. You don't think that they monitor that? They monitor everything. There's a camera in every single cash register, okay? So, yeah, they monitor everything. And you're already at bankruptcy. It's not his problem. Your bills are not his problem. What, you thought that because you married someone that they would be responsible for your bills? No, that's not how that works. The only bills that he would be responsible for, which he's not because he doesn't have any income, would be stuff that you got together, which is nothing. So if I were you, I would hurry up and sign that divorce paper. We already got all the information we need with the crowd that you were running around town with. So well, yeah, you're freshly sexuated because you give yourself to more than one person. So you're not ever satisfied. He wasn't satisfying you. He's not your type, and you're gay, so. It happens all the time to men. You guys trick them into marrying you, and the child ends up not being yours. I read it all the time, woman, okay? And that's why we have systems and government systems and CYF and all kinds of stuff in the magistrate. So then once you get caught, then you have 2 eyes looking at it, and then 3 eyes and 4 eyes and 5 eyes. Yeah, you've been rejected. Oh, well, boo-hoo. You need to focus on what your next plan is and where you're going. Well, you're going to have to get into the public assistant housing. Nobody cares. You'll get kicked out in the street. You don't want to take care of your kids. You don't want to get your sorority and all that stuff, right? You know, they'll kick you out in the streets and your children will get taken off you. It doesn't matter if one's 18. If she doesn't have a job, a full-time job and stability and her own house and a roof over her head and married and kids and proving that she's responsible, the baby will get kicked into the system. I already told you this. She's a namesake. Lucky her. She has a name. Yeah, there's no apology coming in for you, so I don't know what you're waiting for. Nobody told you to spy, so that you get punished for that. That's violating people's privacy and plagiarism. Yeah, lying, cheating, and sneaking around. That's all you did, and steal, and your theft, too. Oh, lying to the government, too, about your, yeah, that's why you're locked out of everything. You're lying about something about food stamps or something to welfare, so that's fraud. That's why you're locked out of everything. No, there's a freeze on the access anyways, because you are, yeah, you got caught doing something with fraud, with welfare. That's for the courts to address, not me. That's not my job. I'm just here to confront you. For you to confess your sins. I'm a mediator. I'm justice. That makes me a mediator. Okay, you need to get back to work. Yeah, you've been dumped, kicked to the curb, spiritually and everything. You know what? Do you think the devil's going to come and save you? Yeah, you got to go to court for multiple things. Yeah, there's somebody else from your past you're dealing with. Well, these are all karmic lessons. You are his a karmic twin, okay? Somebody where you two are still learning lessons from. Oh, wow, he can do whatever he wants. He can reject you. He doesn't have to see you. What makes you think that you have 100% total control over a human being just because you have a piece of paper from society? That's the only thing that's keeping you together is one piece of paper. Either a marriage certificate or a divorce certificate. What makes you think you had total control over him? Seriously, I would like to know, lady. Yeah, you need a plan. Everything's been illuminated. This is your final reading. From me, at least. You'll get multiple ones. Oh, all your demons are coming back to haunt you. Well, what do you think was going to happen stirring a pot? Down there at the nuclear wasteland. And that's the truth. So we're going to stop here.